morning, friends. I am like really struggling right now because good morning, friends. So it's 9:42. I'm really struggling right now because I have my Disney interview in 3, well, it starts at 10, but they say to be ready like 15 minutes before and after. I need to go finish. I just got done getting ready. I woke up a little bit too late today, but I'm just gonna go set up my ring light, get my computer ready. This is a Zoom interview, which I'm like so not used to with Disney. I'm so used to like phone interviews. I've done them a bunch of times. I'll talk to you guys more after the interview. I know I'm like talking really fast and rambling right now, but that's just because I need to go get ready and I just wanted to update you guys and say good morning. Wish me luck. Here I go. So it's like 9:52. I'm logged on. I know that it's not technically supposed to start until 10, but I just wanted to make sure I was ready. This is like a terrible angle. Oh my gosh. I'm ready to go. I have some notes and I don't know if I'm going to be using them because this isn't a phone interview. It's like a video interview on Zoom. So I don't want to be like looking down and reading notes visibly during the interview. But I figured that I would have some ready. I'm talking like quietly, not that it's helping in any way, but I'm talking quietly just in case they come on as I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit nervous now that it's getting closer, but I am excited. And I will, of course, let you guys know how it goes. This is what I look like. I know like you guys saw a little clip, but I'm not entirely impressed with my hair and makeup today, but it's fine. I have my ring light set up so that the lighting is better because I'm backlit here by the window, but this is like the best area to have like a clean space to do the interview with like a table in front of me. So I figured I would just put the ring light up and do it this way, and it actually looks fine. So I'm gonna go wait for this interview to start. I do got some water with me. I have a little bit of water. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep waiting for it to start, so wish me luck. I just think I'm ready to make magic for guests. It's something that has been a part of my life and so vital for so long, and I think that I'm in a position now that I'm ready to do that. Just getting to see all these different people of different walks of life, it opened my eyes to so many things, and that's why I was like, I have to get involved in something that I can really make a difference. And I feel like no matter where I go, I'm able to help people and make a difference, and I love being part of something bigger than myself. Attractions has always been a dream of mine. I'm a theater kid and I can spiel on the spot, you know, I can improv, think on my feet. I love attractions. I think it's awesome. Honestly, anything that you're gonna do at Disney is going to be so much fun. It's all part of the Florida experience. You gotta love Florida. Honestly, it's just the welcoming environment, just making me feel like I'm home. I'll never forget my very first Disney vacation when my dad told me, this truly is the happiest place on earth. And I didn't know that, you know, they were like catchphrases back then. I just remember as an 8-year-old kid, my dad telling me that and getting to interact with these cast members and honestly knowing how true that is. So it's honestly just them being able to go above and beyond and being welcoming and personable, and it's all been all great things. It just goes to show like how wonderful it is to be a cast member, and you know, people wouldn't still be working there if it wasn't such a great place. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I'm so willing and ready to start making magic and work with the company. So I appreciate all of your time today. Thanks. Bye-bye. It's over. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. Like, it's crazy. Oh my God. Okay, friends. So I just threw my pajama shirt back on. I hope that that's not even noticeable. Hopefully it just looks like a cute little gray shirt. But I just got done my Disney interview. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how it went and also how it differed from my interviews with Disney in the past. So let's just talk about it, because I'm like still on this adrenaline like high rush right now from just getting off the interview. Actually, I really need some water. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about it. So if you've been following my channel for a little while, then you may know that I was supposed to be taking part in the Disney College program last year. I was quick service food and beverage for Fall Advantage 2020. It was something that I was so excited about. Doing the college program has been an absolute dream of mine for literally so long. Like, I'm talking
5-6 years at this point. So it was just absolutely amazing that I finally was able to take part in the program. And then of course, Miss Rona had to come and take it away from me. And I was just so upset that it felt like I didn't know where my future with the company was going to go. And so this year, like literally like 2 weeks ago, we just got the news that the college program is coming back. And so I applied for it, and I wasn't hearing anything because I had to apply for an August start date, and they were mainly looking for June and July arrivals. So you can put August or September, but it wasn't like guaranteed that you would get a role. And so I put August because I had a prior commitment in July. And so I had to put August, and I was like unsure if I was going to get accepted or not. So a lot of people are already getting accepted, and I was just kind of getting a little bit nervous because I just wasn't sure if I was going to actually be getting accepted or not. And it was just really, really stressful. So I went on to the Disney Careers website and saw that they were going to be hiring for full-time, part-time positions. And so I went on there and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to apply and I'll see what happens, because I was so unsure of like what to do. And I just know that I wanted to work for the company so badly. And I was like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? Like, I'll just apply. Like, worst case scenario, I just get accepted or like hired for both. So, and then I just have to make the decision, which is not fun, but you know, at least that was like the worst case scenario. So, I mean, worst case scenario is that I like don't get any of them, but that's actually not worst case scenario, because then I was just like, well, it just was meant to be that way. Anyway, so fast forward, like literally I applied on May 10th for the full-time, part-time position. It was, they have like 4 in the like title. I'm looking at my paper right now to make sure I say this correctly, but usually what they do is they will have like one thing. They'll be like, yeah, this is, you're applying for attractions, or you're applying for custodial, or whatever it is. This one was lumped into 4, so it's attractions, custodial, merchandise, and quick service food and beverage. So when you apply for it, basically you're applying to say that you are willing and able to do any of them. And so I was like, you know what, that's fine. Like, honestly, I would love to do any 4 of those. Like, custodial and quick service are obviously not the most glamorous roles, but like honestly, custodial is like really cool because you could just get to like chill and like, I mean, obviously you're cleaning, but like you get to just interact with guests and like you're just kind of doing your own thing, which is so great. And then quick service, honestly, like, yes, it's not everyone's favorite role, but at the same time, I've always been accepted for quick service in the past. And so I truly feel that like Disney sees that I would be good at quick service, and because of that, that makes me think I would be good at quick service. So fast forward, I apply on May 10th for that like kind of mix of roles, and on May, I want to say it was the 17th. Yes, it was the 17th. On May 17th, I got an email that said that I was going to be moving forward in the application process, and that I was going to be doing a web-based interview. So a web-based interview is something that I am very familiar with from doing it so many times in the past for the Disney College program. And so I was like, okay, yes, like I know I can pass this. I was so excited. So I went on and I took the web-based interview. I thought I went really well. I did like everything that I usually do. I answered it all the same ways that I usually do. And then typically at the end of the web-based interview, it will tell you if you are going to either like move on or if you're just done. So it usually gives you your results right away. So it'll be like, sorry, unfortunately, you're not a fit. Try again next time. Or it'll say like, congratulations, next steps, schedule your phone interview. So I've actually applied for the Disney College program 7 times, and I've taken the WBI 4 of those times, and I have moved on every single time to the phone interview. And then for the part-time, full-time positions, I've actually done that twice and have had to take the WBI again for those, and also went on to the phone interview. So I've like been very familiar with that in the past, and I was cool with it. But this time at the end of my WBI, it didn't say like congratulations or sorry. It just said next steps, or like, I don't remember exactly what it said. I think it just said like, just keep an, hold on, let me see what it said so I don't be saying the wrong things here. Okay, yeah, so it did say next steps, and then it pretty much just said like, thank you for completing the interview, and your responses are being reviewed and then they'll follow up within like 7 days. And then it just like gave some links to kind of go on and like view more about being a cast member. So I was like, what does this mean? Am I in like a limbo here or something? Like, did I not get it? I was so confused because I know that I had answered the questions in the same way that I always did. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna stress about it. Like, maybe it just wasn't meant to be, like, whatever, it's fine. So then the next, no, like literally not even the next day, like that same night, because I took the web-based interview like so late at night. I don't even remember. I think it was like 11 o'clock or something, or like 10:30. I don't know. It was like a late time. And so I was like, okay, like whatever, fine. So then like literally that same night before I went to bed, I checked my email one more time and I had an email saying to schedule an interview. So I was so excited and I went on and it pretty much just said, where is it? Okay, here it is. So it pretty much just said that Disney would like to schedule a virtual interview with you and then to pick the time. So I was like, okay, so like, is this not a phone interview anymore? Because for my DCP and for full-time part-time in my past, I've always done phone interviews. But then I remember seeing on like the Disney College Program page that a lot of people were applying for full-time part-time and they had to do like actual interviews, like Zoom interviews. So after I remembered that, I was just like, okay, I guess this means that I have to do like an actual Zoom interview. And I was fine with that because honestly, I think it's so great to be able to like see someone face to face and get to talk about how much you love Disney, because you could just see the excitement shine through. Like when I talk about Disney, it is just like my absolute happiest. So I was really excited to do that, honestly, because I just knew that I would be able to like show my excitement and love for Disney. And in the past for phone interviews, my biggest tip was always smile through the phone. And honestly, it's always worked for me. I really think that you can hear a smile through the phone. When you're excited about something, you can tell that someone is excited even if you can't physically see their face. So I was really, really pumped about the Zoom interview because I just knew that it gave me even more of, you know, the chance to be able to like show how much I love Disney. Pee break. Okay, we're back. My camera's dying, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. I don't even know where I was, honestly, or what I was saying, but I should probably actually figure out where I was so I can make sure I'm actually telling you guys something I didn't already say. Let me check. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I think I was just talking about how I was excited that it was going to be a Zoom interview this time because I was just like, you know, I'm ready to show people how excited I am about Disney, and I think Zoom is a really great way to do that. So moving on from that, I kind of prepped in the same way that I did for my phone interviews. Pretty much I have like a list here. I made like paper with a bunch of different things. So I just put my job experiences, what Disney means to me, my order of interest for roles, how would I handle difficult guests, 3 qualities about myself, some questions to ask the recruiter, and then also just some experiences I've had for each one of the roles, which again were attractions, custodial, merchandise, and quick service. So I prepped in that same way, but this is a little bit different because for the phone interviews in the past, I've honestly always just been in like comfy clothes, like big oversized Disney sweatshirts or t-shirts or something like that, and had like Mickey ears on and like all these different things, and just did it that way. And I had like all of my notes in front of me. Well, obviously, since this was a Zoom interview, I couldn't really like do that. I had to dress more professionally. So as you guys saw, I just had like a gray turtleneck on. I thought that that was like nice and simple enough, but still like professional in a way that looked fine. Obviously, I just put some like loose curls in my hair. Like this side looks so different than this side, and it's like actually bothering me, but whatever. And then I just did like a very simple makeup look. I'm not in love with it, but it's fine because it was on Zoom anyway and the quality wasn't that great. And then like I said, I did have my ring light set up so that way the lighting was okay. And again, I did have my paper in front of me. I wasn't really able to like look at it obviously, but every now and then I did like quickly take a glance down just to see what would be going on so that I had something to pull from if I needed to. But overall, the interview was really good. It honestly went almost the same way as a DCP phone interview would go for me, and so it was just really comfortable. The recruiter was so nice. Like he was so great, and I just think that it was such a nice relaxed interview. Like it was so conversational and just really comfortable. So I'm super happy with the way that it went. I've taken, like I said, some full-time, part-time phone interviews in the past, and also of course the college program phone interviews, and the college program phone interviews have always been so different from the full-time interviews for some reason. Like the full-time, part-time phone interviews were always like so relaxed and like laid back, and not that the DCP ones weren't, but they were more just like they were just different. I can't really explain it. I think it's because the DCP is like an internship and you're supposed to be a college student and all these types of things. So like they treat it more as like an internship, and the other one, like the full-time part-time, like you don't need to be in college or anything, so they just are treating it as like an entry-level job interview, if that makes any sense. But this one was really good. Like it honestly felt like my most recent DCP interview because that one was so relaxed. Like me and the recruiter really clicked. We were both theater kids. He was just awesome, and that's exactly how I felt with this one. Like he was so nice and so comfortable like to talk to. It was just awesome. So I felt really good about it, and honestly, like of course that is the biggest difference from my like DCP interviews in the past, is just that like this was a Zoom interview, so I had to like be put together, and in the past of course it's always been a phone interview, and like I said, that's how it was for the other ones too, so like the full-time part-time ones too. So this is just the first time I've ever had to do a Zoom interview for any role with Disney. Yeah, that is like the biggest difference, and honestly, like I said, my interview went so well. I thought it was great and I really loved it, and I guess he thought I did a good job too, because at the end he did say that he wanted to offer me a position, which is so crazy. So I actually, even if I did go, wouldn't be able to start until August anyway. So he had to waitlist me, unfortunately, just because they can't make a commitment to like guarantee you a role that far out in advance. We're still in the middle of May, so unfortunately he couldn't say like, yeah, sure, like you can start this day, just because, you know, they don't necessarily know. It's like as needed, you know, they will give roles as needed. So he did say I would be a great fit for either attractions, which is like one of my dream roles, or quick service, which I've always gotten accepted for in the past. So I just think that it would be great. And he said he was gonna waitlist me for either of those, and then if like quick service came up first closer to August, then I can turn that down and then wait to see if an attractions role will open up. But he said that like there shouldn't really be an issue, and that either of them should have an opening sometime in August, which is like so crazy, and I don't know what to do. I'm like so overwhelmed right now. I just honestly wasn't expecting to be offered a position on the spot. In my other full-time phone interviews, I have also been offered positions on the spot and was then waitlisted, because I live in New Jersey, so like I have to make arrangements to actually get to Florida. I can't just like move next week, and they want people that can start like immediately when they have full-time positions open or part-time. So unfortunately I've always had to give like a month or two to not be able to like, you know, if I'm if I'm interviewing in like May, I have to usually say like July or something. Like I have to give a little bit of time for myself just to like get prepared. And so yeah, they had to waitlist me in the past, and then I've just unfortunately not been able to accept them just due to like other personal things going on. And I got waitlisted again, and like it's a positive thing, because he literally said that I would be so great in like either one of those roles, and no. Okay, my camera died, and I'm trying to film on my phone now. This is a really weird angle. I'm so sorry, but I just want to get this finished because I'm like almost done saying what I have to say. So pretty much, like I said, it's like a really great thing, because he said I would be so great at one of those roles, and he's like pretty sure that there should be a good chance that I will be offered a role in one of those two things, either attractions or quick service, closer to when I can actually start. And so this is like a really positive thing, and I'm just so excited, and I think that the interview went so well. I just was honest and talked from experience and how much I love Disney. It was so great. I asked him, like, because at the end, you know, when you ask the recruiter questions, one of my questions was like, what do you look for as a recruiter in like a future cast member? And he kind of turned the question around on me and was like, okay, so like you've been to Disney before, and so when you like interact with cast members, what do you see in them? And I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is so true, like that is such a good way to look at it. And I just told him how I've always looked at them as being like welcoming and personable, and just like the start of making the magic. So he was like, yes, that's exactly what we look for. And then that's when he went in to say that I would be a good fit as being a cast member. This like angle's really driving me nuts. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna hold it because I feel like that angle was like really bad. Oops, I just accidentally took a screenshot. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, anyway, so that's how it went for me, you guys. I like really hope that you enjoyed seeing this little like experience for my Zoom interview, because I have never really seen anybody make a video like this before, just because I really like, I don't know if it's something really new. I don't know, but anyway, I can go into like a whole tips and tricks type video if like anybody wants to see that, if it's something that is, I don't know, like that would be helpful. But I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience with you guys and just give you guys some ways that I prepped, and I really didn't even tell you guys everything that I did. I just showed you like what I wrote on the paper. But like I said, I can go into more depth about that in a whole separate video if that's something anyone would be interested in. But today I just wanted to share this little vlog style video with you guys. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hi friends, Editing Michelle here. I realized that I was just like so excited and just talking about my experience with, you know, getting offered the job, and that it was just like a great interview, that I realized I didn't really give much information about the actual interview. So I'm just going to quickly add in a few little pieces that I realized I forgot. One, the interviewer did come on right at 10 o'clock. I did mention somewhere in this video that, you know, you're supposed to be ready like 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after, because that's the information that they've always given me for the DCP. I've always been ready. Like if my interview was scheduled for 11, I would always be ready from 10:45 to 11:15, because you could be expected to get the call anywhere between those times. And in the past, the interviewer has always called me on the phone interview for the DCP about 10 minutes late. This time, the interviewer came on literally exactly at 10 o'clock. My schedule was, you know, or my interview was scheduled for 10, and he did come on literally right at 10 o'clock. So that was really nice. And then also, I did say how this was like an interview for 4 different positions. So what he did was he asked me to like give him my top 2, and then he kind of gave me the interview from there. So he only really kind of interviewed me on the top 2 that I said I was interested in, but you are also like able to get any of the 4, if that makes sense. But he tried to like let me pick which 2 would be the ones I would be most interested in. And then other than that, some of the questions he asked were just how I would handle some of the situations in my top 2, which I said quick service and attractions is my top 2. So he just asked some like specific questions related to those 2 roles. And then he just also asked me about some of my past job experiences and how they would relate to Disney. So that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything now that I didn't say in the original videos, and enjoy the rest. I don't know what this means for me as far as working for the company, but I think it means I'm one step closer to having my dream. My face literally hurts from smiling so much because this has just been like such a great experience. But I think that this means I am just like one step closer to getting to make magic and work in Walt Disney World and go to Magic Kingdom literally every single day. I'm so excited, and I'm like so thankful for this opportunity. I'm thirsty now, hold on. Okay, we back. But yeah, I'm just thankful for this opportunity. I didn't expect it to happen so fast. Like this all came within like 9 days of me actually applying. And so like, it's just surreal to me. Like I just can't even believe it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to have so many more Disney videos. Like I literally am going to have so many more. You will have already seen a video soon about a little life update about Chandler, who is my fiance who moved to Florida. So no matter what happens with me and the company, like Disney World, I will be in Florida all the time visiting Chandler. So I'm going to try and go to the parks as often as I can. And so I'm so excited to take you guys along with me on those journeys and to vlog and talk about Disney. It's like my favorite. So thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a beautiful and blessed day, everyone. Bye.